What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants. No hate. So Clarissa Shields has said something that was kind of interesting to me. It got my attention because you just never know why things happen the way they do. But at the same time, right, for what she's about to say, if Alicia Baumgartner tries to clap back in this regard, she's going to have to do so with proof. And if she can't do that, like I said, this could get real messy. And Alicia Baumgartner could have walked herself right into a goddamn bear trap. Walk right. You know, listen, just check this out.
But I will continue to talk about that, but pause that for a little second. I found myself, thinking about why this girl is upset with me, why she's mad at me. And I kept thinking of, because I do this with a lot of people, or some people, I'm like, what could I have done to trigger whatever is going on with her? Because it's like, people don't just switch like that. This is me thinking. And as I sat there and thought, I started having, I had an epiphany. I'm gonna be, but I had an epiphany of when we spoke about VADA, about how I have all the girls signed up for VADA as we get ready for our fights. And I just said, if a girl is gonna beat me, I have to know that she beat me fairly. And so as I'm having this talk with this individual, she gave me a look and she said, "You're right." So she went and got signed up for her fight that was a little bit after mine. And then to have her results come back and say that, No. That's where, I'm not going to speak on her name or anything, but I'm saying, that's why I didn't ever think that she was really dirty, for one. Because if I mention it and she went and got her opponent signed up for it, you get what I'm saying? But I think that her results and everything is maybe why she's upset. This ain't even about no fight with her. It's about, I was trying to figure out what all could have happened. And I think that's where the anger is coming from. That I mentioned it to her, she went and did it, and it didn't turn out the way that she wanted it to. And I understand that. For me, boxing is all that I have. And so, boxing was all that I had. Beginning on my career, especially when I first started winning my belts. Boxing was all I had. Now I have boxing, acting, movies. I have a lot of things now. Sponsorships, endorsements. I have a lot of things now. But I couldn't imagine only having boxing and then feeling like boxing got taken from me because something like that happened. That's all I'm saying.
And I'm going to stop it right there. Now, pretty much, I don't know, like I said, of any issues that they've had. And by now, okay, it would have already been talked about by either fighter, if they had some type of history. So clearly, you can hear that Clarissa Shields is like, though, and it's not just Shields, it's all of us who've been watching this too, because we've seen them hug it out so many times and smiling and up in each other's faces, and you know, the Instagrams and all the different photos of them hanging out together, you know. So out of nowhere, she just starts talking about wanting to fight Shields. You know, mentioning her name along with other females that's in higher weight classes than her, but goddamn, all the way up to 160, but she's not willing to go to 160. So even to make she made a tweet saying, come on now, do I have to go all the way to 154 or something to that effect? Like, well, Shields isn't calling you out, Alicia. You're mentioning her name. And it just makes no sense to me. And, you know, if people would, you know, stop trying to be fanboys and fangirls and understand, like, to see a situation for what it is, it makes zero sense to me for someone to call out someone 30 pounds heavier than them, but they're not willing to go to their weight class. So if you're going to say 160 is too much weight for me, then what are you calling her out for? What makes you think that Claressa Shields has to, you know, give in to your wishes and say, well, since she said my name, now I have to go all the way down to 147 so I can fight her? Like, you know, it doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. And everybody knows, like, it doesn't work like that. So, you know, aside from the stupidity of everybody thinking that, oh, somebody said your name, so now you're obligated. Well, all of these names in between, she's not dwelling on fighting Katie Taylor. She's not dwelling on fighting Amanda Serrano. She's, you know, and she's showing some resistance against towards Amanda Serrano simply because she don't feel like it should be for 12 rounds. But she just hell-bent on Shields. And, you know, like Shields said, I never thought she was dirty because she went and got tested and whatever, you know. But now, for her to go get tested and her results come back dirty, and the possibility of her being stripped and suspended, because this has been a long-ass time. Like, we haven't heard anything about Dillian White's situation. We haven't heard anything about her situation. It's like, so we don't know what the verdict is. But for her to come back, and she mentioned that they took a hair sample and they found nothing and whatever, but we still haven't heard that she was cleared. She can't tell us that she's cleared without getting it from them. You understand what I mean? So I don't know what the situation is as far as why it's taking so long, but I can tell you, like I've said before, and I'll say it again, I strongly believe that Alicia Baumgardner turned on Claressa Shields to get everyone's attention off of the fact that she failed her drug test and the possibility of having someone who can influence Vada to say, hey, listen, man, her and Shields may fight. That's a huge fight. I mean, come on, we can, it never happened. Like, you know, I really strongly believe that. It just came out of nowhere, man. Out of nowhere. And we can just look at so many different examples in life how someone, they'll do something that they know is going to ruin your friendship. They know that it's going to rub you the wrong way. But if they benefit from it some kind of way, they'll do it anyway. So, with that being said, you have not ever heard Alicia Baumgardner herself say, oh, well, we had a beef, this happened, that happened. Nothing. It's just out of nowhere. She just said, I just want to fight her. That's all. But it's like, look at how she's acting. Same with Shields. Like, Shields have never said they had any issue because there's nothing that happened. So everybody had that same shock value, like, wait a minute, well, where is this coming from? So even if you go up to the airplane incident, why is Alicia Baumgardner filming Shields as she's walking on the plane? For what? And then she's saying her words, and Shields is saying her words back to her. Like, what is this coming? Like, what is all that? And I believe that that's a tactic to try to swerve the attention off of what the reality is. And until she's cleared and that it's proven that she's clean, and understand, we don't know anything. They could lie to us and say she's clean and she's really not clean. They can say she's dirty and not dirty. We don't know. So we just have to take it or leave it. So if they say she's clean and she gets back in the ring and fight, so be it. But me being a stand-up person, me being someone that's loyal and have substance, the way she did that, that's two-faced. And the way she did that, I really truly feel like she's trying to get the attention off of her failed test. I really do. And pretty much Claressa Shields has stated that as well. And then listening to this video, and that's the video, I was trying to find that one, but it's okay. She may even mention it again in this one, I don't know. But I just wanted that part alone. I don't remember, I don't think she did mention it later in this video, but she was doing a live. So that's why she was talking and she was kind of like pausing and she's reading questions and responding. Yeah, I mean, that just came out of nowhere. It just came out of nowhere. You know, so it's something going on. So yeah, if she, you know, you heard what Claressa said, that she said everybody gets tested, and you know, I want to know that if a girl beat me, she beat me fair. And so for Baumgardner to, yeah, you're right or whatever, and then she go and does the same thing. So if she's been testing and then all of a sudden, let's say I don't know how many times she's been tested. I don't know. You know, we didn't hear anything about any other fights, but the Leonardo 2 rematch, you know, that's where this came up at. But, and you know, for Baumgardner, I don't know what she has going on in her life. I know that I've seen her do a couple, like, at least on YouTube, I forget what the product was. It's something like some type of, I don't know if it was socks or like flip-flops or something. I remember her, like a commercial she did or whatever. But, you know, yeah, when a person has one particular thing that they depend on for an income, then it gets taken away. Well, if you're dirty, you gave it away. If you're clean and it was a mistake, then it was taken away. And again, we just have to go by what we hear. But in all honesty, you know, it's just, you know, that was just risky. Like the way she did that. I mean, even if she would have did a video, imagine if, okay, she took the time to make that video. This wasn't an interview. This was Alycia Baumgardner sitting down recording herself. If she would have even did that and said, you know, me and Claressa, we've gotten real close, and you know, I definitely respect her. It's a mutual respect and it's all love. But yeah, one day I would like to, you know, me and her, let's go make some money together. Let's make this dream match, you know. And it's something that, you know, we talked about, and or whatever. But if Claressa already told her no, she's too small, and she decides to go public with this and say that still would have been a backstabbing move. Because if we spoke about something already and it's, you know, how the hell are you going to say somebody's running from you? So if Gary Russell decides he wants to call out Anthony Joshua and Anthony Joshua don't fight him, Anthony Joshua's ducking Gary Russell, like, people, grow up. Grow up. I don't care how much you're attracted to Alycia Baumgardner, how much you like her body and all that. I don't care about all that. That has nothing to do with what's real and what's not. I watch and listen to people do the same thing over Hannah Gabriel's. Oh, they think she's innocent because they're so attracted to her. Like, nonsense. Look, I don't know where this is going to end up going. I don't see a fight between the two of them. It just makes no sense to me. I think it's a stupid fight, honestly, as much as people, oh yeah, boxing need this, and whatever, man. Whatever. I mean, if they were in the same weight class, or just one weight class off or something, okay, cool. We're talking about 30-pound difference, and I just don't see the point. But the fact that it just came out of nowhere, she knows out of all of those names that she said, her calling out Claressa was going to be the biggest conversation and will be the one to get people talking the most. And if you look at the way things have went, well, that's exactly how it played out. It's just that she didn't have a problem playing the backstabbing role to do so. And that was two-faced, man. Like I said, it's not about the fact that she wanted to fight her. It's the way she went about it. But, you know, people in this generation now are just so, they're all the same. They don't see wrong and right in anything. Everything is just, if you want to do it, just do it. And people should just deal with it. Like, no, that's not how life goes. Like, what kind of fucking world do we live in? That's not how it goes. So, yeah, and listen, let's be real. As much as I enjoy watching her fight, she don't get a pass either. Everybody needs to be tested and make sure that they're clean. And the fact that she hasn't been cleared yet, people keep talking about her and Shields, which is what she was trying to get people to do. But what if she ends up being stripped and gets suspended? What if? Then what? Then what? I'm just saying, y'all. You don't think about it. What is she going to say then? Only thing people do is say, I'm innocent, I didn't take anything. If you say, I'm going to prove my innocence, okay. However you're going to do that, that's what you need to do. Being silent about it and letting time go by, it doesn't prove innocence. It just means people stop talking about it, they've forgotten about it, it went away. So they go from saying, oh shit, another drug cheat, to oh shit, Baumgardner versus Shields, oh, boxing needs this. Boxing doesn't need it, but at the same time, I believe that's what the tactic was. Because if she did that, she know damn well that fight's not happening unless she go to 160. So if she did that, and then basically they found her innocent, they're not going to overturn it and bring it back up. No, it went away. That's all. She was paid off for her freedom. She's not paid off so the Claressa Shields fight can happen. She's paid off so she don't get stripped, suspended. That's what that's about. If someone was to, and try to, silence Nevada to let her get a free pass. But yeah, and it's looking more like that to me, basically, simply because she just, she was proud about the way she spoke about it, and like she spoke like she was super innocent, and we still haven't heard anything from Vada. Just saying, when you think about it, it looks more like, I feel like what I'm saying and what I believe is more feasible, because it's just been a dead silence from Vada, and she said what she said, and then immediately went into talking about how she's about to take over and naming all these female fighters that she want to fight, and then talking about Shields as if she doesn't have a care in the world. So that's shaky. At any time when someone can do something two-faced, well, they can do something. They can do anything. They can lie. They can steal. They can do any of that, because that was just straight up. That was tasteless. That was tasteless. And because I like Baumgardner as a fighter, y'all know that doesn't have any effect on me speaking about what I see and what I feel. So I'm not going to sit here and try to play neutral and pretend that something just isn't right about this situation. But you hear what Shields said. Now she's saying that now, as far as why she feels animosity towards Shields, it could be what Shields said. It could be other stuff. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's obvious it's not important, right? Otherwise, Baumgardner would have said it. Okay, when her and Michaela Mayer was going back and forth, Baumgardner was extremely vocal. Now, Michaela Mayer was the one constantly bringing up Baumgardner's name, and when she was asked about Baumgardner, she just could not avoid going on a rant about her. And she was definitely talking about Alicia way more than Alicia was talking about her, but Alicia was very detailed with whatever she had to say about Baumgardner. So I know there's nothing that actually happened between her and Shields. Could be some envy there, could be some jealousy there. They're both from the same, from Detroit. But one is a huge superstar, the other one's up and coming. She's got her respect, but she's still, you understand what I'm saying? Not the A side to Shields, or seen as equals to Shields. That could have something to do with it. So my point with that is that whatever she feels towards Shields, it's more than likely an inside thing with her, not something that occurred between the two of them. And like I said, she would have said it by now. Anyway, tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all in the next video.